Alright, what's up, flippers? Got a new video going on here today. Was actually suggested to me by a subscriber who happens to be my cousin, but he is still subscribed, so it is a suggestion from a subscriber. But yeah, he said I should do like a talking video about my collection of Balisongs so far. And I thought that was a good idea because I did that ASMR video where I kind of showcased all my Balisongs, but yeah, I thought it'd be cool to go back and talk about where and when, how I got them, and how I like the flippability and everything about the knives. So yeah, I'm doing that right here, right now. And this is all of my, now this is all of my my Balisongs right here. I'm gonna include a couple of other knives as well, but yeah, so let's jump into it. I have here the very first Balisong I ever purchased. I think I bought another like comb Balisong with it, but that one did not flip well at all and fell apart, and yeah, who knows where that one is now. But so yeah, this was the first Balisong I ever purchased. It was off of Amazon, and it was probably about, what year was it? I don't even know, honestly. It was probably about, I would say about 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. Um, and yeah, overall, this I don't think I could have asked for a better a better starter Balisong back then, because I mean the market was so crazy. If you're just now getting into flipping, the market back then was $20 cheap Amazon crap that's gonna fall apart on you. And don't get it twisted, this did fall apart. This safe handle is missing some hardware because I was flipping it and lost it, and I just wrapped up some duct tape really tight around it, and it actually feels pretty solid. Like, it definitely moves around, but it feels solid enough to flip it around. And you know, solid solid calling anything on this Balisong solid is you know, gonna be relative. So like, yeah, this safe, or the bite handle, feels just as loose as this one, so I mean it feels pretty much perfect. But yeah, I don't think I could have asked for a better starter Balisong, because back then it was either this or like $100 for something that honestly was probably about 50-50. Like, you're either gonna get something that's gonna flip really well out the box, and or you're gonna have to do like at least minimum Loctiting so it doesn't fall apart. But yeah, a lot of Balisongs were not that high quality. Yeah, as you can see, this still flips to this day. Like, I'm surprised I still have this one, honestly. Uh, yeah, obviously I won't ever get rid of this one because it's my first, and I don't think I would get any money if I tried to sell this to anyone. But yeah, I would never try to sell it. I haven't really flipped it that much in, you know, in a long time, so it's really interesting to go back and flip this Balisong. Yeah, it's really light and a little blade heavy, I would say, but I mean overall the balance. Whoa, okay, maybe not. Maybe it's a little more. Yeah, I guess it's a little more handle heavy, but it's weird. But yeah, I can't believe I still have this. What else did I buy? I think may have bought like one more Amazon Balisong that fell apart and I lost. But yeah, next I bought a couple of these Baron Sons. I bought the trainers and this live blade version that I have duct tape with, or not duct tape, but taped up with some athletic tape that is kind of I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of tearing. Like you can see the metal on the blade, but it's not really gonna cut you. This tip has hit so many things that it's like rounded off at this point. I mean, it'll cut you a little bit, but for the most part, you're not gonna hurt yourself with this knife. I don't think it came that very sharp either, but yeah, it's definitely not too sharp now. These tang pins right here beat into the whatever kind of metal this is, and so now as you can see, the handles just clap together. You know, there used to be some space there. The handles right here from falling, you can see that they're like pinched in, so I can't even use the lock anymore. Once upon a time I could force it in there still, but now I don't think so without breaking it. The biggest problem with these Balisongs, if you're flipping them really hard, and you know, dropping them a lot, they did develop these cracks right here very commonly. Yeah, you can see right where my thumb right there, my nail cracked around there, and yeah, I actually had a black trainer that one of the handles just completely. Oh my gosh, I think I just made this crack even bigger right there. You can see it by my index finger. So yeah, this one's actually probably gonna break soon too. Probably when I was smacking the handles together, that probably didn't help. So yeah, this one's definitely gonna fall apart soon, so I probably won't flip it at all anymore. Just so I can kind of have it, keep it, look at it. I'll probably just throw it in here for now, actually, just to fill this thing up. But yeah, these were my first Balisongs I learned on. This thing, I wish I could flip it more to show you. Let's do one last rollover. Get it on camera. Oh man, dude, this thing is literally about to break. Okay, I literally can't. I cannot flip this at all anymore. Like, if I flip this one more time, it's gonna fall apart. Like, literally, actually. So, I'll honestly probably, like, tape these up just so I'd never flip it again. I'll have to remember to do that right after this video. I definitely don't want to break this one just because I like the blue handles and the red tape. Like, it looks kind of nice together. So yeah, my first ever Balisongs. This one flips pretty nicely overall. Like, it's a really good trainer if you just want to spend $30 and learn some flipping. I think they're still available, but I mean, there's one that has some kind of steel handles. I think it's like $50 or $70. If it's anything over $60, it's not worth it, in my opinion. You can get something way better. But they do have like a new metal that doesn't break, supposedly. So you can check that out if you are interested. So yeah, those were my Balisongs from multiple years ago, probably 8 years ago. Let's get into what I started flipping as of recently. Let me make sure I got a a good thumbnail here. Bear with me for a second. I think that should be good enough. Let me come on, squid. The light right on the squid, but that's good enough. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. Moving on. All right, what did I start flipping recently? So let's move these aside. I wanted to get the thumbnail so I can dig into everything. Sorry about moving the desk there. So I just recently got this Blade HQ knife case, folding knife holder. I forgot what they called it, but yeah, I got this. Came in literally Christmas Eve. And yeah, it was like less than $20, I think. Really nice. It holds like 12 knives, I believe. Yeah, 12 knives. I don't really have this thing filled up yet. I could, I think, with all these knives. Let me go ahead, or no, I'm gonna leave that out so I remember to tape it. But yeah, if I had that one, and then I got 3, 4 knives, I could fit them all in here. But I like keeping them all separate. I don't like just throwing them all in here. This is kind of just for easier storage with all of my other Balisongs. Excuse me. So yeah, the Kershaw Lucha is actually the first Balisong that I purchased as of recent when I was wanting to get back into flipping. And when I first had it, I was kind of disappointed overall. I knew it was heavy, and I was fine with that, but I didn't realize that since the time that I was flipping, that it's been kind of popular now to add bearings in the pivots instead of washers and bushings. So yeah, this is my first time ever flipping on bearings, and that really made it a difficult flipping experience, especially for me trying to get back into flipping. Yeah, and this thing came crazy sharp, so definitely caught myself a couple times with this thing, and probably still will catch myself a couple more times with this thing. I should flip it more while I have these stock handles on, because I really don't find myself flipping this that much. But I do intend on getting the Flytanium aluminum handles probably. I'll probably go with the aluminum scales mainly because the titanium ones are like $150, and to me spending 100, what is that, $300 basically for something like that runs on bearings. I don't know, that's kind of iffy for me. But if I could spend like, closer to 200 for, something that's similar to like a Kraken, I can justify that a lot more, I think. I don't know, until I hear like more stuff about the titanium fly tie handles, I'm just gonna stick with the aluminum. But hopefully I'll get those around like my birthday time, like around the middle of this year. Yeah, because those look really good. The sounds amazing, and yeah, I can really see how it transfers this knife into something really nice and flippable. Because I mean, it's flippable, like it's not that bad, honestly, but the weight with the ball bearings is just hard to get used to, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the Kershaw Lucha. I bought that about 4 months ago, I'd say, 3 or 4 months ago. And then secondly, I picked up one of these. This is the Boker Plus Trainer. And yeah, I really like this actually. This is like a lot similar to the more traditional Balisongs that I'm used to flipping. It just has, washers in there. I don't think it even has bushings, to be honest. It might, but it definitely didn't come with any extra. It didn't come with any extra hardware at all, so I don't know. This might have bushings, but I don't know. It feels pretty smooth, so it might have bushings, but I could definitely see this thing just having plain washers too. Yeah, I really like this. This was about 50, 60 bucks. I would choose this every time over the Baron Sons, the with the upgraded steel handles that I mentioned. The weight is just way nicer. You get a this pocket clip that you're not really going to be using, so I think you can remove it. My only issue was I was having trouble removing one of these screws. Like, even though there's the torque bit on each side, I was holding it there, and for some reason it was still not coming loose. So I'm gonna have to like heat that up with a hair dryer or boil it and see if I can get that screw out, because I have seen people take their clips off. Um, and the latch is really nice too. It's really solid. It fits really well. With a knife, if you want to practice some of those closed knife. Sorry, that was probably loud. Yeah, if you want to practice some of those tricks where the knife is solid, it's great for that. It has like a semi-spring assisted latch to where I don't think it works in the doesn't work on the bite hand or in the open position, but if you close it, you can squeeze the handles together, and the latch actually like pops open via this little spring in there. So yeah, definitely would recommend this, especially if you're just like looking to get into flipping and you want something a little better made that's gonna last you. Yeah, this will definitely last you as long as you take care of it and don't drop it on concrete or too many times. So yeah, really glad I picked this up. Definitely recommend it to anyone. Um, and then I pretty much got these at the same time. This is I don't even know what what these knives are called. Like this one's just called the Trainer, I think. The Boker Plus Trainer, and then this one is the Boker Plus Large Balisong. There's like a large one that has like these 4.5 or so inch handles, and then there's like 3.5 or 4 inch handles, which is the small version. But yeah, so I actually initially got this Lucha to get as a EDC knife that I can carry around with me and use if I ever need a knife. Which I probably will still not carry it on me, but with me in a backpack or something probably. I probably will end up using this knife a lot if I go camping or anything like that outdoors. But this doesn't have a pocket clip, so I got this one to EDC, basically, to everyday carry this around with me if I need a knife, or I get bored and want to do some simple flipping, because this blade is actually really sharp. Normally this blade comes in D2, but I got this off of I think I got this off of Lamina, I think it's called Lamnia, one of those. And it actually came with this blade that is I want to say it's 440C. I can't remember exactly, but I looked up this video and watched the guy pull out his pocket knife full of rust, full of or not rust. It was just really, really dirty. Like he was using it for multiple days, and he pulled it out. He sanded it down, wiped it down with some like alcohol to clean it off, and then not even a minute later, he was cutting his steak for dinner with it. And I was like, you know what? Even if it's cheaper steel, that steel seems like it does the job to me. So I think this is like or not, yeah, like $10 cheaper maybe. Maybe it's closer to 20, maybe it was like 15. But yeah, I decided to save that money since no, D2, I think if I remember correctly, D2 is the one that rusts pretty easily. So if I'm going to be carrying this around everywhere, I don't really want that happening. So yeah, this one will probably come out of here, and be carried around with me when I'm gonna be needing a knife. Next, I actually got these two little guys, and kind of interesting story here. Um, these knives are Balisong Karambits. That's right, they're crossover between a Balisong and a Karambit. Obviously, you got your retention ring right here, so you don't lose the knife in combat, and then your obviously your hawkbill style blade with the curve. Um, yeah, I got this also for EDC and for self-preservation if I ever need to pull this thing out. You know, I'm camping and a some kind of wild animal comes out. You know, that'll really do some damage. Uh, this hawkbill blade is, you know, meant to resemble an animal's claw, so it's really meant to do a lot of damage and yeah, really get in there, dig in there. So uh, I'll probably also be carrying one of these on me, depending on what kind of knives I want to carry that day, because I do have quite a bit now. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention I bought these around the same time, and I saw that this one was on Amazon, and it's like basically a clone of this. This is the official knife model by Mantis Knives, I believe. Um, and yeah, I'm pretty disappointed with this knife actually. Like with the production quality overall. Um, I'm pretty sure this thing comes with bushings. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe not, because I tightened down these screws and the blade was you know, stiffening up and not sliding freely. So that's, you know, kind of a small issue. You can tune that up and out yourself, but the biggest issue is this spring lock latch. So it's supposed to spring and stay open in this position, the lock position, so you can swing it open and lock it easily. But for some reason, I mean, maybe I can tune this out. They did offer me a refund, but I just wanted to keep the knife because I like how it looks and I like the name of it. And yeah, I got a good deal on it also, so can't be too upset with how much I spent on it. So yeah, this lock latch is you're supposed to, you know, force it down so you can lock it in the closed position. And then what you do is you press this button to release the latch and you swing the handle over. And the lock latch is supposed to do exactly what it did right there. It springs over to the locked position. So by the time it swings over, you can lock it in place and, you know, use your knife. But for whatever reason, this spring, as you can see here, doesn't always swing fully into that locked position. So yeah, that creates a lot of problems and it's really annoying. I haven't really tried to fix it too much. I could probably add some lube. That will definitely help, and try to maybe tighten this or loosen this screw. But overall, pretty disappointed with it. On the website, as you can see here, this retention ring is much smaller and thicker, which I really like. It, you know, hugs my finger a little better and gives me more to grip onto if I need to, I guess. On the website, the retention ring on this one is very similar to this one, small and kind of thicker. But for some reason, I believe it was Florida Man Knives. He did a review opening on this knife, and he said the same thing. He was kind of wondering if he got ripped off, or you know, it wasn't an official knife. But I mean, I got the same thing here. And he did also mention that this logo here, I think he said it was like fully filled out, like it was like solid lines, but on mine you can clearly see like the cutouts and the design in there. See if you can see that one a bit better. Nah, this camera's not good for close-ups, but um so yeah, that's my experience with this knife. I actually like the Amazon one better. As you can see, I just opened that like no problem. Let's see if I can, yeah, see. The latch didn't, the lock latch didn't go all the way and it didn't lock. And that's really bad, you know, if I'm in a life or death situation and I need access to my knife immediately. I mean, I can still grab it in the open position. It's just not going to be, it's going to be loose and it's going to cause more issues that I don't need in those, you know, in those few amount of seconds. So yeah, that's the story on those knives. And then I purchased some a Kraken Clone and two other originals by the one. And while I was waiting on those, I was getting kind of annoyed just flipping this one because this was my best flipper, you know, at the moment. And I saw some videos and some reviews people did on this Marcolo like 51 clone from Amazon. And I was trying not to spend too much money because I'd already bought all these knives. These three, these two, and a couple more. Excuse me, a couple more on the way from AliExpress or DHgate. Sorry, not AliExpress. Same thing, but pretty much the same thing. Anyway, so yeah, I saw people saying that this Marcolo was really good basically, and I was like, no way, like the, you know, no tap. They're showing the play. As you can see, the play is a bit ridiculous, honestly, for these knives. But this has kind of been my beater. Like what's his name? Behold the Black Wolf said, you know, I don't believe in beating no knives, but this $20 Amazon knife, you know, this is the one to beat, if anything. So I've taken this one outside to go check the mail and stuff like that. I dropped it on the concrete once or twice, but yeah, this is kind of like my travel knife. It's kind of not that intimidating. I mean, it is kind of, it does look like a real knife compared to, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you be more intimidated by this one or this one? Probably this one would be more intimidating, but overall it's a pretty low-key little knife, you know. Little trainer, I should say. Yeah, it flips really well. So it actually has bearings instead of bushings or washers. Um, so yeah, it does swing pretty, you know, freely. You don't have to move it too much, but the balance is really well. You can see I can fan really well. I can chaplain as long as I need to. Yeah, this is a really good starter knife for $20. Like, if this was the first knife that I got, I'd probably be really, I'd probably be better than I am right now. I'll say that. Probably. I don't know. Maybe things would be different, but yeah, it's always good to learn on like a crappy knife. So maybe learning on this was the best thing, because now I kind of feel like this was super light and then this one was really heavy, so I got like both worlds there. So I guess I like kind of got used to either or, like pretty much any knife. Maybe the Kershaw will be heavier than this one, but pretty much any knife won't be heavier than that, and pretty much any knife won't be lighter than that one. So yeah, if you're looking to get a starter Balisong, this Marcolo is like, I think, the perfect one. I would say better than the Nabali's Balisong on Amazon also, but I have not had the chance to flip that one yet, so I cannot say for sure. Although I will say I do have a couple of them on the way, so I'll probably do a video on that pretty soon. But yeah. So yeah, when I first unboxed this, I was actually just blown away. I was like, no way, this is... I paid $20 to flip it. Like, this thing feels amazing to flip for $20. Like, this honestly feels like something you should be paying like $80 to $100 for. At least like back in the day when I was flipping. But yeah, this thing feels amazing. Like I said, really good weight, really good balance. The sound, you know, personal preference. It might be a upside or a downside, but it has some, definitely has some ringing. But I like the sound overall. I don't mind a kind of loud Balisong. So yeah, I was so blown away. I ended up ordering 3 more of these Balisongs that same day that I got the first one in. It was like, I think it was December. Oh shoot. So yeah, I decided I wanted to buy a couple extra to gift to a couple of friends of mine. And yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I gave 3 away, and I have 2 more here. Yeah, this one has a little design. I put this design on all the ones that I gave my friends just because they're kind of like beginner flippers. They're learning to flip, so I wanted to give them like a bite handle indicator, make it a little easier. They do have the latch there to see, but yeah. This thing isn't available on Amazon right now, but I hope that they come back in stock soon, and I hope they get rid of the stupid pocket clip that it comes with, because it's so useless. No one's ever gonna use a pocket clip on one of these Balisongs. Like just get rid of it. It's less material, you know. Like I don't know. Hopefully that happens though. If you do see them in stock, I would definitely grab one just to try it for yourself. Um, yeah, it's definitely a cool flipping experience, and like I've said in the past, that's always my reason for buying a new Balisong, is just to see how it flips. So yeah, the next Balisong I purchased was from Squid Industries here. This is the only real Squid Industries product I have. I have this Kraken Clone here, but it is just a clone. What we got here is the Squiddy U. So I was really kind of like on the fence about this thing. You got the regular Squiddy for like $45, right? But I've seen countless amount of pictures of those breaking, and they're just super loud and like clanky when you're flipping them. So I decided to pay the extra like $20 to get this upgraded. I don't think, maybe the material is a little different, or maybe they like finish it off a little different or something, but it definitely feels like when you first pick this thing up, you're like, this feels like a piece of trash that someone just screwed together, basically. um, but yeah, once you get to flipping this thing, you really see how the balance and how the lightweight, how because it's so lightweight, you can really just like bust out any trick, really. This is really cool for like learning especially hard tricks, to where you don't have to this will allow you to not have to do as much work when you're trying to do some of the more advanced, harder techniques. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I overpaid like $60 for this. Like this probably cost them less than $5 to make. Like, let's be honest here. But I mean, you are paying for the design, and it does flip really well. So at the end of the day, you can't be like, I can't be too upset with paying $60 for this. There is a like titanium version, which I'm not sure what they have in here, but there are some weights in here that adds to the good balance and everything. There's a titanium version which is like $80 almost, I think. And oops. Yeah, I don't know if I could justify paying $80 for a plastic super lightweight Balisong. Like, if that's your thing and you like just, you know, flipping in public and being able to take your flipper with you everywhere you go and flip wherever without anyone giving you too much trouble, then sure, yeah, go ahead, spend that money. But for me, like, even if I didn't have this, I would still flip like maybe the Boker Plus, definitely the Marcolo 51. I would take those out in public and, you know, see what I can get away with. But, you know, I'm fine with this $60 squiddy here. Yeah, speaking of squiddy, let me actually show you guys a couple of other knives for real quick right here. 1 second. All right. So here I have this is the Squid by CRKT. I can never remember if it's CKRT or C. I think it's CRKT. Yeah. You might be asking yourself, why is it called the Squid? Well, if I open her up here, give you some good lighting, you can see, hopefully now, looks like a little squid. So yeah, this thing was about like $30. Yeah, just another kind of EDC knife that I got this pocket organizer here, and it's just, you know, nicely fits in there. I need to get a flashlight also to fit in there, something small enough that can fit in that sleeve. But yeah, this is a nice little blade to just keep on you, super lightweight. Has a little hole there for a little paracord, so I made myself a little retention ring. My thumb kind of fits on there fairly nicely, but this just gives it a little something extra to grip onto. Yeah, I need to cut these off, obviously, but I think I was still getting deciding if I want to adjust this length at all. But I kind of like that length. It gives me enough room to move around in there. Yeah, just wanted to show off that real quick. Also show off this little guy. This is a neck knife. You can just wear around your neck, or on a belt. It does have a little holster type thing or clip that you can attach to your belt. But yeah, you just has this retention sheath. Not sure what it's made out of, but you just push it off like that, and you got your little blade here. This is also by, yeah, CRKT. The minimalist knife just has these finger cutouts, and your fingers just go right in there, and then you got this little paracord thing to grip onto your thumb, and yeah, just a nice little blade to get whatever you need done real quick. And as you can see, it has a little design there. And then down here I got a Kershaw Antic, uh, tiny little blade, another little knife just to get, you know, little jobs done around the house. Or I've been using this for my paracord work. Got some beglery and some thumb chucks here. Let me know if you want to see some more beglery and thumb chuck videos. Not too good. I don't really know like a lot of tricks or combos with these things, but they're just little fidget toys you can mess around with. So this thing has been perfect for that. I've been waiting to use this bottle cap opener, but haven't had any bottles recently. So yeah, let's keep it moving here. The squiddy, yeah, I guess I would recommend spending $60 if you're looking for something different, something to learn some harder tricks on maybe, or just something that, you know, take to you through the airport so you can flip on your flight when you're bored, stuff like that, then yeah, that's definitely worth the price. So yeah, next I got the Kraken Clone. This is I'm pretty sure this is by the one. Not 100% sure, but I'm like 95% sure this is the one by the one. This thing's amazing. I love this thing. This is my main flipper right now, which is why it's in the sheath. This is the crappy little sheath it came with, but it's actually not too bad. Yeah, I pretty much carry this thing on me wherever I go now. Yeah, I love the balance. I haven't had to tune this thing at all. Like, look at the play there. That's, I mean, it's a decent amount, but to me that's so small that I don't even need to mess with it. I think there's like um a bit of tap, but just because my blade is the blade is taped, I think you don't really hear the tap, but yeah, just hearing that with no tap, just ugh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, so I've done no maintenance to this thing. The only thing I've done is Loctite this one screw right here. Maybe I did the Zen pins too. I can't remember. Maybe I think I did do the Zen pins, but I didn't Loctite this one. I just Loctited this one, and this thing has been flipping perfectly, pretty much, in my opinion. This whole time, it's been like 2 weeks now, I think, and yeah, definitely my favorite flipper as of right now. Okay, long video, but finally in the home stretch here. I'll probably do a short separate video on this little case, but I saw a post on Reddit saying grab yourself a pencil case, and in the comments he linked it, and it was to Hobby Lobby, and there's one right down the street that I've been getting all my paracord and other stuff from, so I was like, no way, I gotta go down there and see if they have one. And they did. And this is what you get inside there. It's supposed to be a 24 pencil holder, and you know, I guess you fit like 4 pencils in here or so. But yeah, it fits Balisongs in there perfectly. And as you can see, I got some band-aids just in case, because this alien is a live blade, and I got the screws in here just to tighten them up if I need to, because I am still tuning these. These are actually pretty hard to tune. If you can, yeah, if you can hear that, there's a bit of tap, quite a bit of tap. Let me see if I can. This might be kind of loose. No, they're pretty tight. They are pretty tight. Yeah, as you can hear, there's still a lot of tap, but yeah, I've been trying to tune these for a while. As you can see, I got the play down to pretty much what this is. So it flips all right, but the blade tap is really getting to me because you can see there's a blemish right there, and there's a big one right inside there. I don't know if you can really see it. It's a big scratch because these cutouts right here are so sharp, and they just like hit the inside of the handles when I'm closing it and whatnot. Yeah, I've been tuning these bushings, and like for the most part, the play and the tap really seems to be the same. So I don't know. I'll probably end up trying to tune it a little bit more just because this is my first time ever tuning anything, and yeah, I just want to get some experience and see if I can tune the tap out of both of these knives. The Falcon, I would recommend it for, it's about like $50. For a starter Balisong, it's not the best starter Balisong in my opinion, but definitely get the job done. It has good weight to it. You don't want to get the live blade, by the way. The blade is way too light and thin actually, so you'll get crazy amount of tap. Yeah, this one has a good balance to it. The live blade doesn't, so I would just recommend getting the trainer version of this one. Yeah, pretty solid. I thought that this would be grippy enough, but I do still find myself kind of slipping, or I find this Balisong slipping out of my hands quite often. So that's definitely a downside. Definitely harder to when you're learning some new moves. But yeah, it's good overall. It's worth the price for sure. Check it out if you haven't. Lastly, we have here the Alien. So this would probably be my... Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would probably say that this would be my second favorite flipper as of right now. But I would say it would be this one, but the fact that... Well, that doesn't sound too bad, actually, compared to what it was. Maybe it is. I don't know. The fact that I've been tuning this thing for like 3 days on and off, a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and it still has like an insane amount of play or tap to it. The play, let's check the play real quick. Yeah, that's still a lot of play too. And sadly, that looks like the play looks better than what it was before I started tuning it. So I think it is getting there, but it seems like there's so much space between these handles that it's gonna be hard to tune that out, tune the tap out. But yeah, I really like this knife for flipping. The balance to it, because it's so like thin right here, makes it really good for rollovers. Fanning, you can also fan on this one forever pretty much. The balance is to thank for that. This is also really worth the price. I have not flipped the trainer version, so I'm not sure how it differs from the live blade, but I really like this live blade. I really like this spear point with the different like edges there. I really like these cutouts, and most importantly, I really like this this little divot in the knife right here. That little space has saved me at least 3 times already, from doing like Zen rollovers to just dropping the knife to whatever. The first day I got this thing, I did a Zen rollover, and I felt the blade like just tap me, but didn't cut me at all. And that's when I knew just how much work that little divot is doing there. So yeah, really recommend this flipper, really like it. And yeah, this is also about $50. These were all about $50. So yeah, spent quite a bit of money there, but I would say they're all worth it. Definitely worth it. I love being able to, you know, pick up any one of these at any time and just flip it around and try different tricks and see how, you know, one move compares to doing it on, you know, from knife to knife. So yeah, that's my complete Balisong collection as of the start of 2020. As of right now, I do have let's see, I think 6 Balisongs on the way. 3 of them are Amazon trainers. Did I say 6? I meant 7. I have 7 on the way. 3 of them are Nabali's Amazon trainers. I got one of the like the original Nabali's, and I got one of the upgraded version, and then there's also a new Nabali's that I just found the other night. So I picked up all 3 of those because I had some gift card credit that I wanted to use. So those will be arriving this weekend, and then I also have 3 Atropos knives on the way. So go ahead and leave your comments down below if you have any guesses of which Atropos knives they might be. I'll probably leave a link to his website down there because he really deserves more recognition. He makes beautiful handmade Balisongs, and they are really underpriced. He could really be charging much more, but yeah, they're at a good price. And he has a sale going on right now for like I think like 10 more days if I'm not mistaken. So definitely get on that. Ask me any questions. I did a lot of research on a lot of those knives, so if you're thinking about getting one, let me know any questions you have, and I'll do my best to help you out there. But yeah, let me know. Leave your comments on what 3 knives from Atropos you think I'm getting. And then the last knife is actually my newest knife. Wow. I'm thinking about it right now. I don't know if I want to say this because I'll probably give it away, but I'll just say this. It's a knife from BBbarfly that I am extremely excited to get in my hands and be able to try out and flip. I've never tried anything from BBbarfly, so this will be my first impressions on the company. Yeah, I'm really excited to get that one in there. So leave the comments which BBbarfly you think I'm gonna get, and which Atropos you think I'm gonna get, and what you thought on the video. What other kind of content you want to see if you like this kind of content where I'm just kind of chilling, talking, showing some stuff off, or you know, whatever else. But yeah, thanks for watching this hour-long video. If you watch this far, I don't know who would watch this far into this video, but if you did, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by, and yeah, have a great day, flippers. I will catch you on the next one.